Hi everyone, welcome to CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. I am here at the Lenovo booth. This is Rohit Bhargava for the USA Network Character Blog, and I'm here with Garrett from Lenovo. Hi Garrett.
Hi.
And Garrett's going to show us a couple of the innovations that Lenovo looks at when they design laptops. So take it away.
So there's a lot of different things that we have to think about when we're building a system. And what Lenovo does is we take many industry standard components like the Intel processors, for instance, and hard drives from many common suppliers, but then we build multiple layers of protection on top of those components to provide a much more reliable and durable system. One of the most common ways for people to damage their laptop is by spilling something on the keyboard. Yep. So what we have done is we've built multiple layers of protection in terms of spill resistance for the keyboard. You have a tray underneath the keyboard that you can't really see here that can collect some of the liquid that's spilled into it. That liquid can flow out of the keyboard tray into some reservoirs in the system and then out some drainage holes. So
you got water pretty much draining straight through the laptop here.
Exactly.
So that's great. Hopefully people won't do this regularly, right?
No, this is not a common use for a laptop, but it's good to know.
Except here,
and it's good to know that our systems have been designed to handle spills extremely well. In fact, the industry typically tests to about an ounce of liquid for spills. We test to 4 ounces of liquid.
That's great. Move in here.
Okay. Then over here, we have our hinge test. The industry typically tests about 10,000 iterations of opening and closing a laptop. We do 30,000 iterations of opening and closing it. So that's important in terms of knowing that your laptop is actually going to last over usage over many, many years, as well as just showing some of the extra strength of the hinges when people grab it by the top of the cover, perhaps when they're ready to go from one room to the other, or maybe even just literally walking around carrying their laptop by the cover, as we've seen some people do. Another area of concern is the design of the covers for strength. Most people are not going to put 75 pounds of weight directly on top of their laptop cover, but they might put a power adapter or a cell phone or another device on top of the system when they're packing into their carrying bag. And if you think of them pushing their system into an overhead bin on an airplane, that pressure can cause that device to crack the display.
I've never done that, by the way.
Good for you. I can't say that all
I never stuff things into an overhead.
Oh, well, that's good. I can't say that that's the same for all of our customers.
Yeah, right. But that's actually 75 pounds there. That's pretty damn heavy, right? We tried to lift it earlier.
That's right. Yeah, if you tried to, I don't want to.
Felt like complete weaklings.
I don't want to make myself look like a whip on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one heavy block.
That is heavy.
And then the last area we'll take a look at here is protecting your hard drive. And this is the thing that most people either are concerned about or should be concerned about, because that's where you're storing your data. And one of the problems with notebooks is that when people walk around without shutting their notebook down, they're walking around with it powered on. When they move their system, even a slight amount, it can cause the head of the hard drive platter to the head to actually hit the platter. And when I move this system, you can see that green arrow changes to a yellow pause button. That's indicating that our active protection system here is working. And what's happening is there's a motion sensor built into the system board. And when it detects that the system is moving, it actually parks the head of the hard drive off the platter, preventing damage from occurring. So we've actually seen a 30% reduction in the failure rate of our hard drives just because of this one feature.
That's great. So there you have it, a couple of innovations in laptop design that help you to prevent spill and motion and stuffing into the top of the overhead. Thanks so much, Garrett.
My pleasure.